Agent Tech Mastery teaches agents and brokers how to save time and get more referrals and repeat business. This training is about answering one question. How can agents fix messed up systems and build a streamlined business that saves you 10 or more hours a week and tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of dollars in missed income and lost deals? If you want to know the answer, you're in the right place. All this information is 100% free, so subscribe, follow, or like our content, and hey, share with your agent pals.
Hey you guys, Darcy here. I wanted to answer a question that I had a couple people ask that I think is confusing on mobile devices. So I'm using an iPhone. Android is similar, okay? So the question was that they didn't understand, so once we set up the proper business email, they didn't understand how to access email on their phone, and it's the same way as before, but you should understand it, okay? So on the bottom here, we've got this version of Mail, which is Apple's Mail, which comes with every iPhone and iPad. And each one has to be configured on each device that you have, okay? I have Yahoo, which is my test account. I only use this for test purposes because I do a lot of testing, as you probably know, with email to make sure things happen accordingly. So you should not have, in most cases, more than one email software, okay? The third email software is the Gmail platform that looks at email, okay? So these are three different vendors that kind of do the same thing. This can look at any email, this could look at any email, this could look at any email addresses, right? But what's confusing for most people, and what I think most people do use, is the blue one that is Apple's Mail, okay? And so if I opened up Apple's Mail, and this is my actual working mail, okay? What was I doing here? Sorry, get back up to the front to your inbox. So here's my inbox, okay? So where's this pulled from? Well, Apple Mail is pulled from settings. You scroll all the way down and you go actually into passwords and accounts. And anything configured in here is what is using Apple Mail. All right. So my Gmail, Darci@darcitalks.com, my business email is using Apple Mail to look at mail. If I turn this off and I go back and I open up this, it's not configured anymore. Simple as that, right? If I turn it back on, settings, turn it back on, now I can look at my email again. So it's really just, that's the setting to control Apple's Mail, looking at my email address, which is Darci@darcitalks.com, okay? So the Gmail one is the same. It's the same email. It's just a different vendor, right? So I want you to understand that. I could download Outlook. It's Microsoft is the vendor, and I could be looking at the same email, right? I could look at Darci@darcitalks.com. I could look at that through Spark email platform. I could look at it through Gmail platform. I could look at it through Apple Mail platform. I could look at it through Outlook platform. So if I had downloaded all 5 different vendors and added my account, I would have, if someone emailed me, I'd have that same email go into 5 different spots, which I do not recommend because you're eating up your data on your device. And even worse, if you don't have a roaming package, okay, that's really bad. So for the most part, most people, if they don't understand all this, you're just gonna set up Apple Mail, all right? And each of these different pieces of software or apps, they're called apps when they're on devices, each one of these has its own configuration. So if I configure Apple Mail, I tap in here, I can go edit. Oops, that's not right, sorry. Sorry. That's not where you configure Apple Mail. You go to settings, let's go into here, and you actually go into mail here. And any configuration that can be done, this is where you add your proper signature. This is where it's done for Apple Mail. If I was going to configure the Gmail app, I would have to go into here. I'd go up to the menu up at the top left. I'd scroll all the way down to settings. I know I have a lot of folders because I move everything, you guys, into the proper folder. And this is the settings that is for the Gmail app. This is where I can add a signature. This is where I can change specific things to how the Gmail email software works, okay? If I was a Yahoo user and I was using Yahoo Mail, same thing. There's a settings inside to configure it how you want. And if you have an iPhone and an iPad and you configure Apple Mail on your iPhone and you put a signature on, it does not transfer over. You must do it on the other device. Does that make sense? I hope that helps you guys out, because if I was a regular user, not a tester, and my livelihood and living is helping agents with this kind of stuff, with technology and systems and software and how email does, I would only have one. All right, and more than likely you will be using Apple Mail. So I would delete this app and I would delete this app and just use Apple Mail and configure it properly. All right, I hope that makes sense, and I hope I helped you out. Have a fantastic day, and let's do my outro.
Thanks for tuning in. If you like what you heard and are interested in seeing if you're a fit to work with us at Agent Tech Mastery, here's what I want you to do next. Go to www.agenttechmastery.com/apply and book an appointment to speak with us. We'll get on the phone for about 30 minutes and we'll get clear on 3 things. What isn't working in your business that's causing you pain, why you're missing out on a lot of potential repeat and referral business, and how proper system setup can save you a whack of time and make you more money. www.agenttechmastery.com/apply.